Welcome back to World of Warcraft. We finished the previous episode with the intention of going to Tanarus and eventually finding a group or a Sunken temple. Well, the abridged version is that it took a lot longer than I initially planned. I'm not sure what's going on, but finding a group for dungeons has been somewhat problematic lately. Lots of people who even sign up for the group finder and they just do not reply when you talk to them or try to invite. But we are here now. So we have two rogues with us, level 50 and 54. We have a priest who's gonna be healing us. Probably a shadow priest. I think I saw him in shadow form. And we have another tank who's gonna be a paladin tank, but really don't have much of a choice here. I did run to Tanarus though, and we did grab the quests from the goblin, Into the Depths and the Secrets of the Circle. Right, let's share what we can. Don't have much else. Most of the quests here are parts of chains, usually the last part of a chain. The Den of the Caller. What is this? Shadow Sealed. Renewed Hope. This is probably from the priest, right? We got a Blessing of Might. It's not going to stack with our Battle Shout here, but at the same time, I prefer a 30-minute buff to... what is it now? 4 minutes? Yeah, 4 minutes of a Battle Shout. And that's a lockbox. Maybe the rogue is gonna want this. We can't really pick the lock. So everybody is here. There's a cloth piece. There's an imperial leather breastplate. That's a decent item. The Hall of the Cursed. This is actually the upper level of the temple. We eventually have to go down if we want to complete these quests. And we're gonna need a lot of these quest items. The Fetishes of Hakar. Actually, we can ask right now. Surprised nobody else seems to want these. We killed one troll already? This might take a while, actually. The good part is that the paladin knows what she's doing here. So the path to the left is probably going to lead down. We need to find the openings to go left. No, not left, I mean right. Because this is where the trolls are. Gloves of the Falcon. This is a piece of cloth with agility, intellect, and spell power. Which class is going to need something like this? Realistically, nobody. Definitely not a cloth user. Right, this is Zolo. We missed this one. Back in the hall. I think the entrance to the last area is north of here. Right, is that it? Maybe not. And Loro. This has to be the final troll, right? No, there is one more. Midgen. Further north. That's one quest complete. I need to hand the potion to the healer. We're not gonna be using any mana potions. Hold on.
Shield be down. Rise up, Atala. Rise up.
Spolders of the Boar. It's actually a decent item if you're, what, maybe, for a druid maybe? The Nightmare Scalebane. The important thing to remember here is that you need to clear all the Dragonkin, because otherwise they will aggro along with the boss. Don't ask me how I know. Blessing of Sacrifice. That was a weird choice. That's a two-handed sword. Right, someone needed on this one. Thought it was the paladin, but even then it really wouldn't make sense. Right, so we're doing good. The spirits cannot even be damaged, unfortunately. Not even going to bother with a racial ability unless we're getting feared right into an enemy patrol or something. There it is, Jamal the Prophet. I wonder if the ones they lock onto is somehow connected to threat, or maybe it's just random.
The Soul Flayer comes!
They're probably referring to Hakar.
Join us! Hakar shall live again!
Okay, that's another quest item done. This is a decent pair of pants. The priest will probably need these. What about the weapon? It's a slight upgrade. Very slight, though. I wonder how often we're going to steal life. 30 life is not exactly going to change the flow of combat, but and the Bloodfire Talons. This is a leather spell power piece. Not very common these days. Honestly, I don't think this path is going to lead to the end boss. Pretty sure the path to the north leads to the entrance. You can use these two spiral staircases to sort of orient yourself here. The question is, does anyone have the quest for the egg that you need to summon here? I think this is supposed to be some type of ritual site. The Sanctum of the Fallen God. You're supposed to douse the flames here. It's been a really long time since I was here. The priest is wandering too. I doubt anyone does, though. Honestly, I don't even remember where to start that quest. It's a pretty long chain, but... all I see here is a couple of serpents. Unfortunately, if you jumped out into the pit, you're going to die because the water down there is not deep enough. It's actually pretty shallow. I wonder how many people fell for that. They just took a glance down there, saw that there's water. decided to go for it. Hey, there's 2 more dragons. This is probably the final boss, isn't it? The Shade of Aranicus, right? I think we did clear everything. The Chamber of the Dreamer. Well, the priest does need a bit of mana. The paladin does as well. Just have one, says the paladin. Does the rogue need a quest for this area? Is there a quest concerning the Shade of Aranicus? I'm not even sure. That's a war stomp. But in all honesty, I remember that boss being somewhat scary. Of course, that was in the original classic. Yeah, I think the Paladin's keyboard is not really cooperating. The Essence of Aranicus. And we've got 2 more weapons, actually. The axe is the best option here. You know what? The dagger is better. Wow, I'm somewhat surprised. Nobody wants it. So, might as well try it. And the item begins a quest. As we touch the gem, a deep voice resonates in our mind. So we need to place the essence in the essence font. How convenient. As you near the essence font that Aranicus told you of, his voice once again touches your mind. Yes, mortal, this essence font will redeem what untainted element of my psyche remains imbued in this gem. So we place the gem and our reward is a trinket. It has a 15-minute cooldown. It's going to poison all enemies around us. For 50 damage, honestly, it's not that good, but the same can be said about the Heart of Noxian. It's amazing how this one is considered to be a green item, while the heart from Maradon is actually a rare one. Okay, I'm going to use this dagger. Oh, the priest is levitating us. I'm not sure about all this. Yeah, that's... Honestly, it kind of worked, I wanna say. Hey, that was an achievement. What can I say? The Altar of Hakar. Let's complete this one. I doubt they're gonna need much help. Into the depths. So we can examine the altar. We need the stone circle, which we retrieved from Ratchet. And there's an option here about how the altar and the statues could be related. The truth is that you need to activate these serpent Atalai statues in a certain order. I don't remember which one it is. But what we need to do is go up a level and try to activate these statues. I wonder if we can use the altar here. Yeah, the rogue is asking, didn't we do that? But the answer is no. Right, so they light up in a certain order. First one, I think, is the south, then the north, then so south, north, southeast, southwest, northwest. No, actually, it's sort of the opposite. This is definitely one of the longer dungeons, especially if you want to bother with a lower level. But realistically, you should only do it once for the quest. I'm pretty sure there's only one boss, and the loot that you get is not that great. The leather belt. Right, and this is where we need to be, the Hall of the Serpents. Yeah, I think the priest is going to need some mana. The paladin too, from the looks of it. She's almost at 0. And we have fire resistant aura. Of questionable effectiveness, especially in here. Maybe a nature resistance aura would work well in here, but I'm pretty sure that's not a paladin ability. Hunter, maybe? There's a bunch of items. Fire spell damage. The Capitalist Helm of the Eagle. Okay, so this should be the first statue, because this is the southern one. Right, and somebody needs to activate the north statue. Spawn of Hakar. So how many do we have left? I think it's the final room, and whatever is left in the circular hallway around it. Right, so when we were below, the next one should be all the way there, next to the southern statue. And hold on, that should be the one, right? Yes. Okay. So now... that should be good. There's the boss. Atal Alarian. Alarian, right. There are some enemies here. Hold on. The Darkwater Bracers of Intellect. Not really worth the effort, but we can complete another quest right here at the idol. The eye of the idol glitters brightly, even in the half-darkness of the temple. So there we go, 10,000 experience more. And everyone's gone. I'm afraid the corpse has long since despawned. Unfortunately. And what do we have in here? There's a shroud, there's a breastplate, the Mark of Hakar. And honestly, the chest piece is somewhat better. Losing some strength, we're gaining some armor. Let's equip that. As for the mark, is it better than the Band of Allegiance? Yeah, I want to say yes. So, there we are. I think the rogue is on his way out. Maybe he's gonna check the boss again. We don't have anything else to do at the temple. We're gonna have to go back to Stonard and once again back to the hinterlands. None of these are particularly good, but we can use the experience anyway. 11,400. That being said, thank you for watching this episode. This was a dungeon crawling special. And hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next part.